Hi, so I'm just going to do a bronzy look today. Just starting off with some Fix Plus over my skin to get it nice and dewy. I'm going to go on with my eyebrows first. So just take a little bit of my eyebrow gel and run that through my eyebrow hairs, going in the opposite direction to begin with to get a really good layer on. And then going in the same direction as my hair, brushing it all through, trying not to touch my skin. So I'm going to go on with my foundation first for this look. I'm going to use my Ordinary Serum Foundation. It's actually almost running out, so I need a little bit more than that, what I've put on the back of my hand. Going on with a nice big brush to get my foundation done quickly, patting it on through my skin and really pressing that in and blending it through. As you can see, I like to start in the middle and work my way out. So starting in any areas that are maybe a little bit red or are a little bit more uneven. So generally around the nose and chin area, and patting that through. Next, I'm going to go on with a bit of under eye concealer, my favorite Bobbi Brown concealer. This is really great for just taking away any discoloration. It's really nice and creamy, so it's not too drying underneath the eyes. So with this look, I'm actually not 100% sure what I will be doing. So that's why I'm going to go on with my skin first, get that all sorted out. So then when I do go on with my eye makeup, I have a little bit more of an idea of how much I can apply and where. And then I can always add a little bit more detail in the skin if I need to. I've just applied a little bit of my favorite lip balm. It's got SPF 30 in it. Next, a little bit of bronzer. This is a matte one from Maybelline with a blush brush. That is a flat brush, so I can get it quite precise right through my cheekbone. So I go from the top of the ear straight down my cheekbone to give a bit more of a sculpted look. So you can see I go in two motions. I go down the jawline, down the cheek line, and then I can go in smaller circles to buff it in, and then through the hairline and the jaw. Next, I will go on with a peachy tone of blush. This one is a little bit iridescent, so it gives a nice glow to the skin, right on the apple of the cheek, taking it up towards the top of the ear, making sure it's nice and blended in with my bronzer. And this is where I am getting a bit more color into the face, so when I go into the eyes, I can see what the vibe is going to be, and I can always add more a little bit later on, or even tone it down as well. So to start off with the eye makeup, I'm going on with a primer. So this is an eye crayon, just pressing that all over the eyelid. This will help keep the eyeshadow on a lot longer. Also, because I'm going on with some different tones today, I want them to be quite vibrant, and this will help the color be really enhanced rather than diffused. So I'm going to let that settle in and go on with my eyebrows, just taking an angled brush with, I like to use two tones of eyeshadow for my skin tone and my hair. This is quite a cool toned and also another like medium tone brown. So just pressing that in and kind of flicking it up at the beginning of the eyebrow. And then going in small strokes where there's maybe a bit of skin showing that the eyebrow gel didn't cover. So again, doing this before I do my eye makeup, it gives my face shape. So I will be a little bit more confident on where I am placing the eyeshadow. So by doing all of these steps before we do the eyeshadow, then it's quite good if you're not so confident in eyeshadow placement. Okay, so I'm going to go on with those two colours. So the nice mid-tone brown. Place that on the outer corner, taking that through the crease and pressing it on the outer lower eyelid as well. And then you can see I am just dragging that through the crease to make sure it's nice and blended. So patting on the colour to really get a bit more boldness, and then using the fluffy part of the brush, so the top end, to blend it through. So you can see I go between each eye and I'm constantly taking a step back and looking at if I need more colour, if it's blended enough, and thinking about what the next step should be. So I want to go on with a bit more of a tapered brush and a bit of a darker colour through the globe line or through the crease, just to give my eyes more definition. And you can see when I work on the outer corner, I'm always dragging up the colour. I'm not really taking it underneath the eye. I keep on dragging it up. Then I'm going to go on with an eye kohl. And this one doesn't need to be perfect at all because we're going to smudge it. So this is a dark brown. It's a really lovely soft kohl. So it's taking that all over the top eyelid and then halfway underneath the lower eyelid and pressing that in with a flat eyeshadow brush. I don't have any eyeshadow on this brush yet. I'm just pressing in the eye kohl to make it a bit more diffused. So you can see the difference where when you have a little bit of eyeliner on, it makes all of your lashes look a little bit deeper and longer. So onto the other eye and really making sure I'm getting right in the inner corner. It is something that a lot of people do miss. It's just one of those small details. And then again, pressing it in with my flat eyeshadow brush and dragging it up, almost creating a small little winged effect. So now going back in with a tapered brush, making sure that it's all even. Okay, so I want a bit more warmth with this eye look. So I'm taking quite a rosy tone on a nice fluffy brush, taking this through the globe line, but maybe a little bit higher. And this will create a bit more of a blended look. So you can see there, creates a bit more warmth. So right underneath the eyebrow. And because we're using quite a soft, fluffy brush, the colour is going on a lot more diffused. So it's just more of a tonal change. So now I'm going to go on with one of my favourite glowy colours called All That Glitters from MAC. If I have done your makeup before, chances are I have used this colour on you because it's a beautiful champagne tone. So I'm just going to spray my brush, get a little bit wet, so the colour will be quite bold. First, I'm just going to put on a crayon that's the same tone and colour as the eyeshadow, and this will really make the colour pop. So by using a little bit more of a glowy shade in the inner corner and then all matte tones around the eye, it will give the eye a lot more definition and keep everything nice and open and bright. If we were to use glowy or shimmery shades all over the eyelid, then all the definition would be lost. So that's why it's nice to kind of mix it up. So then going back in with my deeper tone through the eyelid to again make sure that there's definition and that it hasn't been lost with the glowy pop. Now it's time for mascara. So really making sure mascara there is quite a lot at the root of the lash. So getting it and then moving it up. With this look, I'm concentrating the mascara on the outer corner of my lashes. I don't feel it needs to be so thick all the way across. Okay, so mascara's done. I'm going to go on with a nude lip pencil, Spice. This is a classic to create some definition around my lips. As we get older, the colour of the lips starts to kind of fade out, so it's great to have a little bit of definition. You don't need to have it the same colour as your lipstick. I think the closer it is to your lip colour, the better. Then I'm going to go on with a nude lipstick. Okay, so I'm checking out the makeup, seeing if it needs anything added or taken away. So constantly reevaluating what I wanted this look to be like. So sometimes with brownie tones on the eyes, they can go quite muddy. So I'm going to add a orange eyeshadow through the globe line to bring back that warmth. Because I want it to be bronzy, I don't want it to be grey. So you can do this with an orange blush as well if you don't have an orange eyeshadow. And that just helps blend everything through as well. You know me, I always need a little bit more blush. So I'm going to pop some right on the apple of the cheek. It's something that wears away so quickly as well, so it's fine to always add a little bit more on. I always do on my clients. So that's it. I'm going to take out my hair, give it a bit of a zhuzh. Do a little bit more blending through the eyelid. And that's it, my bronzy eye look. See you soon.